So as you guys know, we do have cars with body kits in Driving Empire. Some of them are licensed, some of them are not. And in today's video, we're going to be going over all the cars with body kits in Driving Empire. So let's get right to it. Let's head over to the dealership. Here we are at the dealership, and as you guys see, we have a lot of cars, a ton of cars here. Some of these have body kits, some of these don't. So how do you know which ones have body kits? So right here in this section says body customization. This does tell you that these cars are able to be like modified, like their body is able to be modified. So yeah, it says body customization, and that does let you know that some of these cars here do have body kits. Yeah, let's start off with the first one that we have here, which is actually a licensed vehicle, the 1999 TVR Sabera. I already own this car. I have done some body kits to it, but if we go over here to the appearance section, you guys can see we have body kits, and look at all the body kits that this gives you. Side skirts, racing side skirt, custom side skirt. We have wide body. Look at this. Look how it changes like defenders and stuff. Boom, this is super wide body. We have different front bumpers. We have different roofs. Ooh, this is kind of cool. We have different headlights. Look, you could like change the color. Ooh, wait, I kind of like this one. We have rear bumper, so right here, as you guys can see. We have tail lights. You can change the color of the tail lights, change how they look. We have splitters. Right here, as you guys can see, we have splitters. We have spoilers, carbon wing, cigar style spoiler. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. We have one exhaust, but we have the mono exhaust. We have different hoods. Ooh, look at that. And we have mirrors, which basically just changes these. These are the stock ones, and these are the wide mirrors. So pretty cool. This is actually a licensed body kit car, 1999 TVR Sabera. So this actually has licensed body kits on it, and it is a licensed car. So yeah, moving on to the next one, we have the 2020 LeBron Beam, or the McLaren Solus GT right here, as you guys can see. It does require the track game pass, but yeah, let's see what body kits you can do to this car. I don't believe you can do much. Okay, so right here on this car, we have body accents. So this is pretty cool. So you can change the body accent color. We can go over here to secondary. And look, we just bought the accent color, and now you can change the color of this, which is pretty cool. And then the other body kit that we have is fenders. Ooh, okay, so it's kind of just like a carbon fiber type of look. Pretty cool. $1 million is crazy. So yeah, these are the two body kits. Not much on this one. It is not a licensed car, but yeah. The next car that we have over on the list is the 2019 Zephyr Prime LS21. I do believe this car is like based to be like a fake Ferrari. I'm not sure. All right, so we have body kits, and we don't have much for this one. We have a carbon roof scoop. Pretty cool. Not really, you can't tell much of a difference really. I guess that doesn't work, but we also have spoilers. Okay, this one does work. We have the Christmas tree that you can install. We have the default one. What? Why did this go up, bro? Look, oh, not this glitch again. Okay, but you guys get it. You guys get it. We have different spoilers. We have short wing, BH short wing, lip spoiler, Borg industry wings. This is like Borges, I'm pretty sure. That's pretty funny. And yeah, that's about all that you can do with this car. So let's head over to the next one. Next car that we have over on the list is actually a pretty funny one. We have the 1991 Tanaka tote. So here we are at body kits, and you actually have a lot of body kits for this. We have a roll cage. Boom, you can add a roll cage right here in the back of the truck. We have a roof. Ooh, make it a little bit more sporty. We have a roof rack right here, and then we have a roof flip spoiler. We have spoilers, small spoiler, large spoiler. Then we got wide body. Ooh, look at this. So you can add a wide body thing to this. Body kits, open canopy. We have enclosed cabin, and then we have apocalypse kit. This one's personally my favorite. Pretty cool. You can put 2 extra people here in the back, so that's pretty sick. Then the last one I believe is the apocalypse light bar. Pretty cool. This one actually gives you a lot of options, so yeah, pretty cool. Next car we have over here is the 2025 Rune 17. As you guys see, you can do body kits to this. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase it because I don't have it. I'm not sure where this car is IRL. I do know it's a Porsche. That's all about I know. But we have spoilers. Okay, so we have spoilers and body kits. Let's see. Spoiler delete. You can just delete the aftermarket spoiler. We have double ducktail spoiler, and we have the heritage spoiler. And then we have body kits in the heritage livery. Ooh, okay, so you can add a nice little livery to it, which, boom, you have some numbers here, some numbers here. We have like 3 stripes going down here. That's about all that we have for this car. Next car that we have on the list is the 2021 LeBron H81. I do believe this car is I'm not sure that I get this wrong. I'm pretty sure that I already have some of the body kits on this car because I did used to own it. But let's go ahead and just check them out. So yeah, right here we have the default hood, and then we have carbon fiber hood, so you could do that. We have spoilers. You could do a painted spoiler, which is just the stock one, or a carbon fiber spoiler. And roof, carbon fiber roof, or roof scoop. So you could basically just keep it default or just full carbon fiber this thing out like as a secondary. So yeah, pretty cool. And that's about all that you could do. Right next to the previous car, and personally one of my favorites, we have the 2021 Porsche GT3 RS. Look at this thing. And look at all these body kits that we have for this car. We have cage, hood, spoilers, seat inserts, roof, body kits, and seats. So we have cage, carbon cage, as you guys see here. Colored, carbon. Doesn't make much of a difference, but nice little detail. We have stock hood, and then we have the carbon fiber hood. Both pretty nice. We have spoilers. Basically, you just get the stock spoiler, or you can just delete it. Just get rid of it. Kind of just like a floating bar, but whatever. We have seat inserts. We have white plate seat inserts. We have blue flanell seat inserts. We have red flannel seat inserts, and we have colorable seat inserts. Next, we have roof. Basically, you can just do painted roof, default roof, or carbon fiber roof. Pretty cool. Body kits. All you can do is just basically the accent stripe, which, okay, there we go. I got it. Accent stripe, and as you guys see here, it says 4.0R. So a nice little detail. We have an accent stripe right there. The last body kit that you could do to this car is seats. You could pick brown seats, you can pick white seats. Pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Porsche GT3 RS. So for the next car on the list, it's definitely an odd one. I don't even know what this thing is IRL, to be honest, but let's go ahead and purchase it. Here we have the 1971 Strider Torque Kits, and let's go ahead and over to body kits. We have bull bar. We have a bull bar right here, and you can have like 2 headlights or like 2 lights on the thing. We have extra wheel. It's kind of like an off-road car, kind of like a classic off-road car, I feel like. We have a light bar. Okay, pretty cool. I feel like the placement is kind of weird of this, but we have a light bar. And the last body kit that we have for this car is you can delete the roof. Oh, this is interesting. And then you can add a roll cage to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Next car on the list, we have the 2021 K's Mountain Master. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a Chevrolet truck. So for body kits, we just have body kits. Okay, you could add some extra wheels. Pretty cool. We have a light bar. Ooh, I actually do like the way this looks. We have a light bar. We have a trunk cage. And then last one we have is push bar. We have the B3 bull bar, B2 bull bar. Ooh, I like the way this one looks. We have the B4 bull bar and the B1 bull bar. So yeah, that's about it that you can do with this car. Next car on the list is a pretty iconic one. We have the 2011 McLaren P1. Look at this thing. So I already know the only body kit that you can do to this car is just this. It doesn't even work. Oh, there we go. We have the factory high downforce kit. This basically just makes it look like the... I forgot what it's called, but it makes it look like the other P1. It does make the car look super cool, as you guys see here. It makes it like wide body. It's actually really cool. Look at this. And the exhaust. It is definitely super expensive though, so if you guys want to purchase that, that's up to you. But yeah, that's all about what we could do with the P1. Next car that we have is a 2017 Ravento Brown. Pretty sure this is just a fake Dodge Viper that they made. You can do decals and spoilers. So decals, dual stripe. Okay, so like the normal Dodge Viper. And then we have spoilers. Did this change anything? Oh, okay, so this just connects it. I mean, it's not really a huge difference. It's just basically connects these two. But yeah, that's about all that you can do with this car. For the next one, we have the 1999 Rado Strato. Okay, so you can do bull bar, extra lights, roof rack, and spoilers. So for bull bar, we only have one option. Kind of as this like metal thingy. Not sure what to think of it, but we have extra lights. Okay, cool. That's like these extra lights in the front. We have a roof rack. Boom. You could do this. And then we have spoilers. You could do whatever spoiler that you own. Christmas tree, default, lip spoiler, bunch of options. That's what you can do for the 1990 Rado Strato. Now, the next one we have is a 1999 Vento OTP 48. So as you guys see, I already have this car fully modified. So you can already see the body kits that we have on this car. But let's go look at all of them. And there's a lot of them. This car has 90 plus body kits. But we have tow hooks, stock, none. Front tow hook. We have a rear tow hook right here, this little red thing. We have steering wheels, racing steering wheels, if you guys can kind of see that. Carbon steering wheel. We have shifters. Yes, bro, it even lets you change the shifters. Look at this. AFT metal shifter, OEM plus shifter, and AFT shifter. We have different hoods. We have stock. We have exposed engine. We have the B3 hood. We have the Movara hood. We have the B4 hood. We have the B2 hood. We have the Aero hood, the AFT hood, and the B1 hood. So many options you could do right there. Engine strut bar. We have AFT. We have AFT color. We have OEM. As you guys see here, it just basically changes like the strobe bar, like little like metal bar above the engine. So yeah. Next we have interior mods. We could do, there's different ones. This one's actually pretty cool. We have, let me try to zoom in. There we go. We have AFT gauges. The AFT gauges are these two little things right here where you could see like different stats and stuff. We have the racing roll cage, adds a metal roll cage to it. We have a shielded roll cage. Kind of looks like a carbon fiber roll cage, a black roll cage. And then we have a shielded roll cage gauges, which combines both. You get the gauges and the shielded roll cage. So pretty cool. We have wide body, B1 body kit. One of my favorites. We have the B3 body kit. We have the B2 body kit. And we have the B4 body kit. Super cool. So you guys can pick from those. We have different seats. We have racing seats, as you guys see here, and we have AFT seats. These are basically like more competitive, like racing kind of bucket seats, and these are just like kind of more comfortable ones. We have headlights. We have strip headlights. Look at that. It makes like the car look mad. We have AFT headlights. Just kind of like fully blacks it out. And then we have a carbon cover. We have rear bumpers. We have the B4 bumper. We have the B3 bumper. And then we have the shielded one. Next, we have side skirts, and then you can only do out. That's the only option you have. But I'm pretty sure when you do pick different body kits, it does change like the way that the whole car looks, including the fenders. So that can be changed with different body kits. Next, we have intercoolers. Now, this one's definitely one of the coolest ones. Oh, I don't even have to open the engine for this one. So we have the stock one. It changes like what's right here. We have Movara, Movara B, RIC, RICB, and we have Yokosuka. I'm not sure what this means, but it's like Japanese writing. This is the one that I went with. Next, we have diffusers. So right here in the back. We have the drag build right here, the little drag chute that you could do, the diffuser, and the top-down diffuser. These are the different three diffusers you could do. Mirrors, we have the stock ones. We have the carbon mirrors, aero carbon mirrors, OEM carbon mirrors. For exhaust, we have plus power exhaust. We have blast pipes. We have titanium, and we have mono exhaust. For engine turbo, oh, this one's sick. As you guys see here, we have the stock turbo right here. We have the Movara turbo. Look at the detail. They did a great job with this model. AFT turbo, and then we have the Giga turbo, which is the one that I have. We have spoilers. We have just the stock one. We have the B2 wing, the low wing, the B1 wing, B4 wing, ducktail, Navarro wing, drag wing, monoplane wing, biplane wing, and the wide body wing. So a lot of options there that you can choose from. And then we have front bumpers. We have the Movara bumper, the drag bumper, the aero bumper, the AFT painted bumper, the AFT bumper, the B3 bumper, B2 bumper, B4 bumper, and the B1 bumper. Now finally we're on to the last three. We have tail lights. So tail lights right here in the back. Okay, I'm stupid. We have clean tail lights. We have half dot, AFT half, LED, half LED, and yeah, that's all we have for that. Engine manifolds. So let's open it up. We have the ATP manifold, the AFTC manifold, and the OEM Plus manifold. Crazy detail. And then for the last body kit that you could do on this car, we have dashboard. Let me get a quick zoom in. We have the stock one that you could do, which just basically... Okay, so yeah, it just basically changes the color. You could do the stock one, which is kind of like the plastic, whatever, and then carbon dash. So yeah, bro, this car has a ton of body kits. This car that we have over in the list is a 2027 Valor East D. I have no idea what this car's supposed to be, but so for body kits on this car, it's pretty simple. We have the carbon hood, boom, we have the stock hood, the carbon fiber hood, and we have different spoilers. And I already showed you guys all the options, but you could do a bunch. Be a short wing, you could do carbon wing, a bunch of options. So yeah, that's all we have for this car. Next car that we have over in the list is actually a pretty cool one. We have the fake Veneno model. We don't have much, basically the same as the last one we just did. We have the stock one, we have carbon roof, and then we have spoilers, a bunch of different options. You can pick whatever. And yeah, that's all we have for the fake Veneno model. Next car that we have is a 1997 Eclivo Special GH. For body kits on this car, we have... Oh, we actually have quite a lot. I had no idea this had this many body kits. We have roll cage, we have the stock one, we have the painted roll cage, the carbon roll cage. We have different seats, leather seats, racing seats. We have different hoods, just a carbon fiber hood. Spoilers, okay. So you can do white spoiler, painted spoiler, carbon spoiler. Ooh, you could do a wide body kit to this thing. Actually makes it look kind of nice. We have miscellaneous fire extinguisher. Where? Oh, okay, so it adds just a fire extinguisher in the back. That's pretty funny. Then the last two, we have mirrors. You can do the stock ones, the chrome mirrors. That's why does it? Okay, there we go. I was about to say, why did it only change one? We have chrome mirrors and carbon mirrors. And the last one we have is the dashboard. You could do an Alcantara dash. Okay, then we have carbon dash. Pretty cool. And that's all that we have for the 1997 Eclivo Special GH. For the next car, we have the 2027 Strider BH. I have no idea what this car's supposed to be. We do have an SUV though, which is pretty unique. For body kits on this car, you only have one option, and it's just a wide body, which just makes this car look absolutely crazy, but it's not horrible. I don't know. But yeah, that's all you can do for this car. The next car with body kits that we have over on the list is a 2020 McLaren 750S. I want to say, I'm pretty sure it is the 750S. For body kits on this car, you only have two options. You could do a carbon wing, and then you could do factory lower fenders. And yeah, that's all that you could do for the McLaren 750S. And the next car we have is the 2005 TVR Cigars, which is, this car is a licensed model. So we do have a licensed body kit. This is TVR. There is quite a bit of body kits you could do. So we're going to start out with side skirts. We have these different ones: extended side skirt, custom side skirt A, extended side skirt B, carbon side skirt A, and the carbon side skirt B. A lot of options for those. We have wide body. We have side vents right here. We have just the full wide body. Pretty cool. And then we have wheel arches, which I'm pretty sure just adds these three things, which is pretty cool. Next, we have roofs. We have roof scoop A, roof scoop B, split roof bumps. We have the left side roof bump. Headlights. We have the custom headlights. Whoa, this looks crazy. Slated headlights, racing headlights, LED headlights, and vent headlights. Next, we have front bumpers. We have Canard's front bumper, custom front bumper 2, custom front bumper, carbon splitter, and then out front bumper, racing, fog light, front bumper. Then we got spoilers. We have the lip spoiler, high spoiler, mini wing, carbon spoiler, and the carbon wing. And the last one, we have duck spoiler. We have tail lights, and you only have one option for these. You could just do LED rear headlights. Then we got rear bumpers. You could do the MK2 rear bumper, which kind of just pops out the exhaust like this, which is pretty cool. Then the COTS up rear bumper. And the last body kit that you could do this car is the hood. We have carbon hood, custom hood, plain hood, double vent hood, single vent hood, and pins hood. So yeah, as you guys see, we have a lot of licensed body kits option. This car is the licensed model, and it does have licensed body kits, which is the first ever car that they brought in which they had licensed body kits on. So this is a super cool option. I actually do recommend buying this car. 2005 TVR Cigars, and that's all that we have for this car. So the next car that we have on the list is a 2019 Revento Brown L, which I'm pretty sure is just a different variation of the fake Dodge Viper that they have in the game. So let's go ahead and purchase it. For body kits on this car, it's basically just the same thing. Spoilers. We have carbon wing, just changes it to carbon, and then we have different decals. No decal. What does that change? Okay, so yeah, that just changes the stripes. You can't even change the color of these, so I'm not sure if it's even worth. So you could just do the stock one, no decal, or dual stripe. So that's all you can do for this car. For the next car on the list, we have the 1983 Case Tote body kits, and we actually have a lot more options than I thought. So we have roll cage. You could just add a metal roll cage. Okay, cool. We have different hoods. We have the BT hood, and we have the hood scoop. We have diffusers, carbon diffuser. Okay, pretty cool. Spoilers, we could do the Bean 1 wing, the Navarro wing, the carbon wing, and the duck tail. Then exhaust, you could just do the mono exhaust. Then we got windows. You could do race windows. Whoa, oh, okay, so it has like this little thing, okay. Tow hook right here in the back, which just adds this little thing right here. It's a tow hook, red tow hook right there. And then the last one we have is a wide body. I didn't know you could wide body this car. We have wide body rounded and a wide body square. And the next car on the list is a 2017 Thunder Wind. This is actually a pretty cool model. This is the fake Aventador SVJ. So body kits, and you only have two options. Spoilers. So you have all the regular spoilers that you could do, default, Christmas tree. Then we have body kit, which, what, bro, what is, okay. But as you guys see here, it makes it wide body. Bro, this game is so broken, honestly, bro. But yeah, you could do the wide body thing on this. Yeah, bro, look at this. What's going on, bro? It just, the car's gone. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the list, but here we have the 2022 LeBron Velocity T. And as you guys may know, this is the McLaren 765 LT. For the body kit options on this car, you could do fenders. These are stock, and these are like the factory lowered fenders, so it just adds these little fenders right here. We could do spoiler, you could do carbon wing, only one that you could do, and roof scoop. You could either do stock, or you could do a factory roof scoop, which adds this right here. So yeah, that's all that we can do for the McLaren 765 LT. Then for the next one, we have a classic car. We have a 1991 Aventador Fury FTC. So for body kit options on this car, we have wide body kit. Ooh, look at this. We have the RWD body kit, rear-wheel drive body kit, basically. And then we have spoilers, just the stock spoilers. I already went over this a million times, but yeah, we got the 1981 Born Jetstream. All right, so for body kits, you only have one option, and you could only do a livery. So yeah, this is all you can do, racing livery. And the second to last car that we have over here on the list is a 2012 Kronos Rift COD 385. For body kits on this car, we can do the carbon fiber hood, we could do spoilers, which just gives you the option to do the ducktail spoiler, and then you could add a wide body to it, which this is the base or the bass wide body kit right here. This actually looks pretty sick. It makes it look like a lowrider. Like, this is actually pretty cool. And finally, for the last car that we have over here on the list is a 2000 TVR Sabera Speed 12. I would honestly like to say that this car is, I think we saved the best for last. It's in between the Vento and this car, like the fake Skyline and this car. And this is a licensed car, so this car does have licensed body kits. So let's go check them out. We have front bumpers, we have production bumper. Ooh, look at that. BFE racing bumper, as these like little decals right here in the front. Hood, we have production hood, BFE hood. Rear bumpers, we have plain, we have production. For spoilers, we got quite a bit of options. We have the paintable ducktail, carbon ducktail, paintable, racing paintable ducktail, racing, and then we have racing carbon ducktail. We actually have a trunk body kit on this car, which is pretty unique. We have the BHD trunk, the racing trunk. Okay, so it just kind of changes that. Okay, so yeah, the racing one just kind of adds these little two things. Side skirts, we have production, BFE, decal, my personal favorite, and racing. And then the last two body kits on this car, we have doors. You just do the stock ones or production doors. I personally like the production ones more. And the last body kit that we can do on this car is tail lights. You could just keep it stock, or you could do the BFE, which, yeah, if you zoom in, it kind of just changes like the color of like what's everything around it. It doesn't change anything, but just kind of looks like a carbon fiber type of thing right here, or plastic. And then yeah, it just changes it to the primary color. Yeah, this is the last car that we have on the list, the 2000 TVR Sabera Speed 12. Licensed body kit car. I definitely do recommend that you guys do get this. And wow, I do gotta say that did take a very long time to record. It was a pretty long list, but yeah, in this video we went over all the cars that have body kits in Driving Empire that are on sale. There are some off sale ones actually, so let me know if you guys would want to see a video on that. And yeah, let me know down in the comments what is your favorite body kit car that is in Driving Empire. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe. Join my Discord down in the description. Have a good one, everybody, and bye. Yo, what's up everybody, welcome to a brand new video, and I'm going to be going over all the off-sale cars with body kits in Driving Empire. So if we quickly go ahead and head to the dealership, and if we go over to body customization and also vehicles, as you guys see, there's only 5 here. So let's go over them, but there's way more. There's 17 on this list, so it only shows 5 here. First, we have the POP50, the 1971 Mighty Midget. Pretty funny car, as you guys see here, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys know about the body kit on this one. Yeah, here it is. Body kits, I am speed. Look at this. And as you guys see here, that is the body kit that you can add to this. All it does, adds a spoiler, makes it look more sporty. Then the next car that we have is a Gambala Mirage GT right here. This car is crazy. Very rare car. Body kits, you could add a carbon pack to this. Boom, as you guys see here. We take a more detailed look, as you guys see here, adds carbon fiber on the hood, carbon fiber up here on the roof, carbon fiber spoiler, kind of carbon fiber like splitter, rear bumper thingy, whatever. And yeah, just adds a bunch of carbon fiber. As I said, it is basically the carbon pack. Then we have the TVR Cigars Driving Empire Edition, Driving Empire special car. Now, this car isn't really exactly like a body kit or whatever. I mean, as you guys see, it does have like a little body kit going on, but basically all that you could do, which I guess counts as a body kit, is you could change the gradient. So I guess that would be a body kit. Yeah, there's gradients. I'm pretty sure you have to pay Robux for these, but Pearl, Peacock, none, heather. So these are the different ones. I'll just install this for now. So I guess this does count as a body kit. It says it in the dealership, body customization, so I guess this is one. Then we have the 1995 Pico Runabout, as you guys see here. Here we have it, and I'm pretty sure this car was a car they could claim using the code Winterfest 2023 during Winterfest. And yeah, as you guys see here, this car is pretty goofy. And so the body kits that you could apply to this, body kits, Christmas items. So yeah, this makes it normal, and then Christmas items just adds a couple lights, presents, just makes it all Christmassy basically. That's basically the body kit for this car. Then the last one that actually shows up on the dealership is the 1939 Strider Cosmero, which is, I guess it's supposed to be like a hot rod car. This is from the Spookfest event, Spookfest 2023. And here we have it. As you guys see here, some of the body kits already have applied. You could add kind of like this. You could add different headlights, different exhaust, different things like that. So on body kits, there's actually a good amount of stuff you could do. So bull bar, which is here in the front. You could do low bar, wide bar. You could do either of those. So you guys can pick between those options. Then we have superchargers, stock, then adds a supercharger. We have wide body. It's normal, and yeah, basically just changes this here in the front. Doesn't really change anything in the back really, but and then exhaust, which is actually, you have a lot of options for these. You have stock, 4 small exhaust right here, long exhaust, extra long exhaust, 4 long exhaust, curved straight exhaust, and curved hole exhaust. Yeah, those are the 6 options you can pick in between, including stock would be 7. So yeah, those are the 7 options that you can pick in between. Then we have the 1983 Case Toad, which this car recently went off sale like a month or 2 ago. It's the fake Toyota in the game. There is actually a lot of body kits for this. You have a roll cage here. Okay, yeah, middle roll cage right there, as you guys can see. Windows, race windows. It's kind of just, yeah, there's like, if you guys can kind of see. Tow hook right here in the front. Boom, exhaust, mono exhaust. Changes it, makes it basically like a big exhaust. Hoods, B2 hood, hood scoop, diffusers, stock, carbon diffuser. Oh, this is crazy. Look at this. Spoilers, you could do just stock, B1 wing, Navarro wing, carbon wing, and ducktail. And then the last one is wide body rounded, and wide body square. So yeah, this car has a bunch of options. Like, I'm actually like really surprised with how many options it has. But yeah, you could do a bunch of body kits. You could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different body kits to this car, which is insane. Like, there's a bunch of customization you could do, so it's actually not bad for the price. It is off sale now though. But then we have the Nissan Datsun 240Z right here. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. You have spoilers. You could do, there's a stock spoiler and then body colored spoiler, so basically just changes the color. And then wide body kits, we have stock and Devil Z body kits. Kind of adds like this little thing here, fenders and a new bumper, and yeah, that's basically all it does. Adds here like fenders, just basically makes it wide body. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Then we have the Nissan R32 right here in the game, the Serion OTP 92, I'm pretty sure. And for body kits on this car, you could do spoiler. So here we have it, no spoiler, stock spoiler, aftermarket spoiler, boom. And then wide body kits, you could add, boom, this wide body kit, which, yeah, as you guys can see, just makes the whole thing wide body fenders, wide body, just everything. And then yeah, that's all you can do for this car. Then we have the 2021 Case Mountain Master, which I'm pretty sure it's the, I don't know, I think it's a Chevrolet truck. For body kits on this car, we have a good amount of options. We have push bars first, B3 bull bar, B2 bull bar, B4 bull bar, B1 bull bar, as you guys see here. You have the trunk cage. You got a trunk cage to this. We have a light bar, which adds lights right here, and then kind of like storing area or whatever. And then body kits, extra wheels. Those are all the body kits that you could do for this car. A good amount of options for kind of just, you know, truck style body kits that you could do this car. So yeah. Then we have the Nissan GTR, which is a 2021 Serion OTP 17 in the game. And for body kits on this car, I'm pretty sure we just have 1, which is, oh no, we have 3. Okay, wide body kit. Boom, makes the whole thing wide body. Looks really, really nice. Spoilers, aftermarket spoiler, and Liberty Walk big wing. Looks crazy. And then carbon fiber package. Makes it carbon fiber, and yeah, those are the 3 body kit options that you could do for the Nissan GTR. Then going along with JDM cars, we have the Mazda RX-7. Here we have it. We have spoilers. You could do no spoiler, stock spoiler, aftermarket spoiler, and then wide body kits. You could do stock and then wide body kit. Let me get a better color to kind of show you guys. Let's just make it like, boom, this kind of shows it better. And yeah, those are the 2 body kits that you could do for the Mazda RX-7. We then have the Dodge Viper in the game, which is the Bullet Saber, I'm pretty sure. For body kits on this car, you could do spoilers, which adds this little wing, stock, boom. Just kind of makes it colored and make it sit like pop out a little bit more. And then decals, you could do stock or dual stripe. Nice. Yeah, then it adds like this little stripe, which you could also change the color of, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, okay, you can't change the color of this. I do think you could do it on the other one. But then we have the Dodge Viper ACR. Body kits on this car, basically the same thing. You could do, ooh bro, like, that looks really, really nice. You could do stock or carbon wing, and then you could do decals. No decals, dual stripe, which I think you should be able to change the color of. Yeah, and you could change the color of the stripe on this one. So yeah, those are all the body kits for the Dodge Viper ACR. Then we have the fake Lamborghini Revuelto in the game, which is the Thunder Wind, as you guys see here. Oh, not a Lamborghini Revuelto, I mean the fake SVJ. But for the body kits on this car, we have spoilers, which you could do basically every spoiler that you have in the game. Christmas tree, K2 wing, look at that. there's a bunch of options. Lip spoiler, B8 short wing, high rise spoiler, Borg industry wings, Borg's industry center spoiler, classic wing, classic carbon wing, long mid wing, carbon spoiler. Basically every spoiler in the game that you own. And then body kits, just make it wide body. This is... Bro, this thing is broken. But yeah, you can make this thing wide body. Here we go. Changes the fenders, it changes the side skirts, changes the front, changes the back. Just makes the whole thing wide body. So yeah. Then we have the Koenigsegg Agera R, which is a 2011 Helix Zone X in the game. Agera R. And for body kits on this, we have... I'm pretty sure it's just one that you could do. What? Bro, my thing is... Alright, here we go. And all you could add is a ski bots. So... You could basically add a ski bots to this thing, which is pretty funny. That's the only body kit that you could do on this. You can't do any other body kits on any other Koenigsegg. You just added ski bots. And then, yeah... Convertible just kind of takes it away. Then for the second to last on the list, we have the fake Lamborghini Veneno in the game. Veneno, however you pronounce it. Which is the Thunder Laris T. And for body kits on this car, we have spoilers. So you could basically do every spoiler. Basically, same as the fake SVJ. A bunch of spoilers. Borg Industries, B&H wings, Borg Industry Center spoiler. Classic wing, classic carbon wing. So yeah, basically every spoiler. And then you can add a carbon roof, which is pretty nice. I do think the carbon roof looks like really nice. And then for the last car on the list, we have the Tesla Roadster, which I'm pretty sure all you could do to this is a spoiler and a couple things. I'm not sure. Body kits, we have spoilers, which same thing. You could add any spoiler you want. Let's do the Christmas tree, for example. Basically, all the other ones, same as all the other ones. You could add every, like, spoiler that you want. And then side skirts. Bro, look, the side skirts are all the way down here. But as you guys see, I have my Christmas tree spoiler right here in the back. Pretty nice, pretty cool. And then yeah, that's the body kits that you could do for this. You could do side skirts and you could do spoilers. So, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I went over all the off-sale body kit cars in Driving Empire. If I did miss any, I will be making a part 2 if you guys do want. If I do miss any, so just let me know. And yeah, let me know down in the comments if you have any of these cars on the list and which one is your favorite. Let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Have a good one, everybody, and bye. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. So as you guys did see inside of thumbnail, I'm going to be going over all the body kit cars which we have currently in Driving Empire. We have 27 body kit cars, and yeah, I'm going to be going over all of them. Now, if you guys look at my most popular video, I did this about 7 months ago, but a lot of things have changed. Some cars have gone like removed from the list, and some like new cars have gotten added with like, you know, new stock options and new body kits. So I thought I'd make an updated version. This could obviously keep changing, and it probably will keep changing, but maybe I'll make like an updated version every couple months or so if you guys want me to. But yeah, here's the updated version. Let's get into it. And yeah, so here we are at the dealership. It says all vehicles. Then we're gonna go over here to sort, and then we're gonna click body customization. As you guys can see, we have a total of 27 cars here. It does look kind of different from the last time because Nissan got removed, like the fake version of Nissan. So yeah, first we have the Koenigsegg Jesko as the first car. Now there's not really too much you can do to this, and right here when we click on appearance and we go over to stock options, you could either choose to add this livery or not add a livery at all. So yeah, that's basically the only change. Kind of adds like a stripes, like makes it look a little bit meaner. Like, you know, it's just kind of like a plain color like this. If you have it like this, then it adds stripes, whatever. And then yeah, that's basically the only option for the Koenigsegg Jesko. Moving on to the second car, we have this one right here. I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be. I think this might be a Ferrari or something. But for the body kits which we have on this car is we have a roof scoop right here, so you can add a roof scoop. I don't really think it changes. Oh, okay, yeah, right here it changes in the back. Okay, it actually looks pretty nice actually. And then spoilers. I don't even know how I have the spoiler, to be honest, but like, yeah, as you guys can see, there's just a bunch of options. It depends how much you have unlocked, but there is a ton. So yeah, this Christmas tree one is pretty funny though, and the car is like basically levitating off the ground. But yeah, that's all the options for this car. Moving on to the third car, we have the 2022 Audi R8 Spider right here. Very clean car. Really nice to see like some more licensed models with, you know, body kits since the last time I did a video like this. So over here on stock options, so only thing you could do is change the seat. So let me go ahead and open this. Okay, you can kind of see like right here, like on the inside, it just makes it a little bit more sporty. Not really too big of a change, not really too noticeable, but yeah, you guys could see stock, and then the option one makes it a little bit more sporty, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Moving on for the fourth car, we have the 2015 McLaren 675 LT Coupe right here. Very clean car. Look at this. And for the body kits, what you can do on this car over here in appearance, we have actually like quite a few, not like a bad selective options. So first we have the bonnet, so you could either just, you know, have it stock or make it carbon like this. You could add the roof scoop right here, so you could change a different type of roof scoop. You can have a carbon one, a body color roof scoop, a carbon roof. Then spoilers, you could either have a stock spoiler or a carbon spoiler. Very nice touch. And then finally the fender vents. So what does that really change? I'm not completely sure. Okay, so if you were to have it stock, as you guys can see, it's normal, then boom, we could add kind of like these. It makes it more aggressive, more aerodynamic, whatever. And yeah, that's kind of how it changes. So yeah, that's a pretty cool touch, and that is it for this car. Then we have the McLaren 765 LT Spider. Personally, one of my favorites like on this list. There's a good amount of options you could do to this. So a little extra about this car in appearance is that it has gradients. Now, this is obviously not a body kit, but this is a really cool license option. So yeah, there's a bunch of gradients for this car. But now moving on to the stock options, we have pretty similar options to the last McLaren we just reviewed. So first, spoiler, we have a stock, or you can make it carbon. The carbon's kind of like a little bit ruined at the moment, so yeah. Then we have bonnets. You could just make it stock, or you can make it carbon like so. Then exhaust. This is probably one of my favorite ones. They should add this to more cars, honestly. You could either make the exhaust stock, or you can make it titanium, which is a very nice feature. And then finally, we have a bunch of different seats. You could do, let me see if I can get like a good angle of this. Here we go. You could do comfort seats. You could do comfort seats Alcantara, P1 seats Alcantara, and then finally you could do the center seats. Really nice set of options here for this car, and that is it. Moving on to this car, we have the 1971 Strider Torquettes. No clue what this car's supposed to be. I think somebody dropped it down below in the comments last time I did this, but I low-key forgot what this is. So what are the body kit options you could do on this? We have a bull bar right here. This is a really nice detail. Old car, classic. Then body kits. You could delete the roof. This is actually very unique. Or you could do a roll cage on it, which is actually very nice. Then we could do an extra wheel right here in the back. Really nice detail also. And then finally you could add a light bar right here at the top. And that is all the body kit options for the 1971 Strider Torquettes. Moving on, we have some more licensed cars with body kits. So we have the 1996 Nissan Skyline GTR. There's a bunch of options. I've already gone through this in like separate videos, so I'm not gonna go too much into detail with it, but I'll just quickly go ahead and show you guys it real quick. So first we have roll cages. So you could add different types of roll cages. You have different side skirts, a bunch of different options you could do. Custom side skirts, 400R side skirt, carbon, low side, performance, a bunch of options. I believe there's over 110 plus body kit options for this car, so really nice. So then we have different LED options for the tail light. You could do stock, you could do constellation, star, starlight, you could do heart. Like, it's very unique customization for this. Then engine strut bar, we open it up. You could also change this. So this little strut bar right here, you could change how it looks. You can make it stock, street engine, whatever you decide. Then we have mirrors. You could do arrow to mirror, we could do arrow mirror, and then finally custom mirror. Then rear bumper right here, a bunch of options. You could do obviously do stock, custom, some more custom ones. Look at that, bro. That looks amazing. That's really nice. So many options. So you could go for whatever style you want. You could also go for a drag build if you really want. You could add parachute in the back. So yeah, literally anything that you want to do with this like build or whatever, you could basically do. Moving on, we have the spoilers, as you guys see right here. So there's a bunch. So yeah, there's just a stock one. Look at that. There is a lot. 400. This is personally my favorite right here. You have the out spoiler, you have the ducktail, lip, low spoiler, performance spoiler, stock spoiler, and finally the track spoiler. A bunch of different options for this also. Then we have body, which actually, you know, is like the actual body kit on the whole car. So you do a wide body, you can make it a track body, road body, wide out body, 400R body, and finally a 400R livery body, which is a really nice touch. Look at that, bro. That livery is really nice. It's glitching out a little bit at the moment. You can kind of see it better here. Look at that, bro. That's a very nice detail. That's supposed to be my favorite, and yeah, really nice. Moving on, we have front bumpers. So we have custom front bumper. Yeah, a bunch of options, which also matches the rear bumper. Look at that, bro. A lot of custom ones. You could pick from a lot of these, and yeah. Then we have engine manifolds. So look at that. You could change like what the actual engine inside the car looks like. So you can make it stock, you can make it a 400R, or you can match it with the paint of the outside of the car. Like, bro, this customization is actually like crazy. They did a really good job. Then we have intercoolers. You could just do stock, or you can make it like street like this. So yeah, that's kind of the difference. Kind of a nice little touch, nothing too crazy. Then moving on, we have the exhaust. So you do stock, you do the catback exhaust, performance exhaust, and probably my favorite one, the titanium exhaust. Really nice. Then we have some different hoods. So we have the custom hood 2, custom hood 3, a bunch of these 400R lip, performance, and finally the track hood. So yeah, a bunch of different options for that also. And then we have headlights. So this is really nice. You could also customize this a good amount also. So yeah, you could just black them out. You can make them drag, you can make them LEDs. So you could change it up a lot and get like really like creative with it. Then we have the misc. This is a really nice feature. Really unique also. So stock, it says Skyline here. You can make it carbon. You can make it contrast, or you can make it arrow. So yeah, you can change that little like thing right here between the headlights and stuff. So that's really nice. And finally, for the last option which we have on this is the different roofs. So different roofs. We have the rack, we have fins, box roof, street roof, spoiler roof, and finally the banner roof. So yeah, really nice. And that is it for the options on this car. Then for the 8th car, we have the 2011 Nissan GTR. This one also has a bunch of body kits which are pretty similar, so I don't think I'm gonna go over like all of them, but we have some different side skirts options, different body kits. So racing body, rally body, time attack, wide body, bunch of different different options like that. We have different roofs, custom roofs, fin roofs. You could do anything. Pretty similar to the other Nissan, which I just showed you guys. Then we have diffusers, which I believe is right here in the back. Yeah, you could change it, make it more aggressive. You could make it like drag, which is really nice. Custom. Look at that, bro. Out DBA diffuser painted. I don't even know what these mean, but some of these are really cool. Racing diffuser. And we have some different spoilers for this. You can make it drag, custom spoiler. Yeah, you could add just a huge wing, bro. Yeah, this wing is insane. Like, yo, you get out spoiler, drag spoiler, as I just showed you guys, duck tip, lip spoiler, racing spoiler, and then finally the time attack spoiler. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is actually insane. Then moving on, we have different tail lights. So I believe these are right here, so you can make them whatever custom. You can do custom tail light 4 and then heart tail light. So yeah, they're really nice. And then moving on, we have hoods. So you can do a bunch of different hoods. I'm just gonna skip through these a little bit. Really nice. Look at that, bro. Yeah, there's a bunch of options. You can go for whatever you want. Rally, you can make it more sporty, aggressive. Then we have steering wheel, which is actually really nice touch. So for the steering wheels, you can make it stock. You could add an out steering wheel, flat steering wheel, or you can make it performance. Look at that, bro. Look how nice that is. So like performance steering wheel adds all this carbon and stuff. That's really nice. And then we have different roll cages. Obviously stock, there's none. You could add a racing roll cage, you could add a half roll cage, or a full roll cage. Then we have the headlights, different options for the headlights, custom stock, custom headlights, a bunch of options for these. You could go for whatever you want. Then we have splitters. So obviously this changes right here on the side, kind of how the car looks. Really nice. There's a bunch of different options. You can't really tell too much of the differences. Oh, it's right here in the front, my bad. So you can go for whatever you want, make it more aggressive, or you know, whatever as you wish. And then for the final option, I believe we have the engine strut bar right here. So look at that. Not the engine, you could actually change the engine. So I think it's called the engine shroud, whatever. Look at that, bro. What? Look at all these options. So you can literally do whatever you want, which is this looks crazy. This is really good customization, and this is all licensed, which is insane. So yeah, that is it for the Nissan GTR. Moving on, we have the McLaren P1, as you guys see right here. Looks really nice. So for the body kit options, which we have on this car right here, stock options, you could also do gradients to this, by the way, if you guys are wondering. But stock options, you can only do one thing, and you could just kind of change the exhaust. So you could either make it stock or black exhaust. I do kind of understand why there isn't really body kits on this, because we would probably get a P1 GT or a P1 GTR if they wanted to add like a body kit version of this. So yeah, I mean, this is really nice detail. I think the black exhaust tip actually does make it look better. So yeah, kind of like a small little detail which you could do. And yeah, that is it for this car. Then we have the 2017 McLaren 720S Coupe. There's a bunch of like McLarens on this list with the body kit options, because yeah, I mean, when we got them initially in the game, the 17 McLaren update, they just have a bunch of stock options. So we have trim. So I think this changes inside. Look at that. So you can make it luxury or you can make it performance. That's actually really nice. Then spoilers, you could just make it carbon. You could make a stock carbon. They really need to fix the carbon on this. It doesn't really like look like it too much. Then you could do different carbon packs. So you can kind of see it changes it a little bit on the outside. Different carbon packs. Look at that. Kind of changes over here. The mirrors, kind of like how everything looks on the outside. Then we have bonnets. You could just, you know, do stock, or you could do a carbon one. And then finally change the roof. So you could just make it stock, or you could add a carbon roof. So the carbon on this is kind of messed up, as you guys see. It doesn't really match with like down here, but hopefully it fits that soon. And that is all the options for this car. Then we have the Kronos Rift COD 385. I'm not even sure completely what this is supposed to be. But for the body kit options which we have on this car, we have a carbon hood, so you could do a carbon fiber hood. Doesn't really exactly look like carbon fiber, kind of just looks like a dark carbon fiber. I mean, I guess it is carbon fiber, I don't know. Then spoilers, you could add a ducktail to it, pretty nice option. And then finally you could just go full wide body, which actually looks pretty nice. Full wide body here, pretty nice. Makes it kind of like a lowrider. And yeah, that is it for this car. Then we have the 1999 TVR Sabera. These TVRs on the list, you know, there's a bunch of TVRs which actually have body customization. I already went through this before, but I'm just gonna go through them. Different side skirts. Look at that, carbon side skirt. Then we have exhaust. Look at that. Look how you could change it. You could change like how many you want, how it actually looks. You can get really creative with it. We have different mirrors. You could just do stock, or you could do wide mirrors like this. We have different splitters, so I think this changes it. Yep, right here, so you can make it more aggressive. Look at that, bro. There's a lot of good options for this. You can make it like carbon. You could extend it. You can literally do whatever you want for this. And different spoilers, we have the trunk wing, extended roof spoiler, cigars type spoiler. We have ducktail, LM style swing, carbon wing. Look at that, a lot of options. Tail lights right here in the back, you could change them a lot. So you could just make them like this, or you could make them stock, whatever you want to do. Look at that, you could just completely change the look of the car. Like really like unique customization. Then we have front bumpers right here. You could do OEM front, custom. You could do whatever you want. A bunch of options for that. Then we have different roofs. You could just add a roof vent. You can add a roof dot if you want. Then we have different headlights, so you could add different headlights. That's kind of ugly. That does not look good, but you could do whatever you want, pick from these different options. And then we got rear bumpers, so a bunch of different options for this. Yeah, you could just change how the car looks completely, make it like racy, sporty, whatever as you wish. And then finally for the last body kit option which we have on this car is different hoods. So custom hood, you could add different hoods, LM, add carbon fiber, make it stock, whatever you want. And yeah, that is it for all the options. Really nice body kit options for this car. And that is it for the 1999 TVR Sabera. Then for the next car, we we have the TVR cigars. We have different gradients. You could do gradients on this car too. So if you want to do that, you could do some different gradients. I think these are robots though, so it kind of sucks. But these are pretty similar to like the other ones I just showed you. So side skirts, you can kind of see it changes it. I don't even know why I opened the door. We have different rear bumpers, as you guys see. So you could, whoa, that's, yeah, you can completely change it up. Spoilers, different spoilers. You could add a mini wing. You could add a high spoiler, big wing, whatever you want to do. We have different tail lights. So you can just completely change this, make it more like LED really. Then front bumpers, we have, look at that, a bunch of different options. This is actually really, really nice. I like how the license plate is on the front too. That's actually really, really nice. Racing, front bumper. Then we have the wide body. Look at that. Changes, oh, if it could load, there we go. Changes the whole like body of the car. Look at that. Then we have different roofs. You could add roof scoop. You can like split it. You could add another roof scoop, different type of roof scoops pretty much. Then headlights right here. You can change how they look. You could blacken them out kind of. Add some carbon fiber. Yeah, you could just completely change how it looks. And then finally we have different hoods. So kind of the same as the last TVR. Look at this one, bro. You could just expose the engine in the middle. Look at that. That is insane. You do custom hoods, plain hood, carbon, single vent, pins, custom hood, OEM. Yeah, a bunch of different options for this. And yeah, that is it for the TVR cigars. Then moving on, we have some more McLarens. We have the 2023 McLaren Artura right here. So for the body kit options which we have on this car right here, we have different roofs. We actually have quite a bit. You can make it gloss black. That's interesting. Different exhaust. You can make it stock or you can make it stealth. So just basically black it out basically. We have different mirrors. You could just add stock obviously, or you can make it gloss black. That's actually a really, really nice touch. Different seats. So you can either make them like kind of like, I don't even know what you would call them. I mean, they're just stock. Or you can make them club sport, which is kind of like more like sporty, I'd say. Then we have spoilers. You can make it carbon or make it stock. And then finally, we have different fender vents. So first we have stock. We have this. You can just kind of like match it with like the mirrors if you wanted to. And then carbon fender vent. So yeah, that is it for the McLaren Artura. Then we have the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. This is a really, really nice one. And for the body kit options which we have on this car, the stock options, we have different mirrors. So you could do exterior color mirrors or carbon mirrors. That's really, really nice. Then we have different rear bumpers. So I believe you could just take out the logo for some reason. I don't know why, but if you don't want the GT3 RS logo, you can just take it off. Then headlights right here, you can make them stock obviously. You could do LED black headlights, matrix design headlights. That's a really, really cool like looking thing. Looks very high quality. And then finally, if you don't want this decal right here, you could just, you know, take it off like so. And yeah, there's all the options for the 911 GT3 RS. Then moving on, we have the McLaren 765 LT Coupe version right here. For body kit options on this car, you could also do gradients. You could do gradients if you want to, but you could do stock options. So you could add different seats. Look at that. That looks really, really nice. Let me see if I can get, there we go. P1 seats, center seats. Look at that. You can go for whatever you want. Then for spoilers, you can obviously make it stock or carbon. Carbon is still messed up on like most of these McLarens, sadly. You could add a roll cage right here if you guys wanted to. Right here, a roll cage in the back. Or exhaust, you can make it stock obviously, or titanium, which is a really nice touch because it's matching with my paint at the moment. Then we have different roof scoops right here. So you can kind of like add a roof scoop right here, carbon right there. And then finally, you can change the hood, the bonnet, whatever you want to call it. You can make it stock or make it carbon like so. And yeah, that is all the options. It's pretty similar to the other 765 LT. And yeah, moving on, we have the 2027 Strider BH. No clue what this car is, but the body kit options which you have on this car is you could just, yeah, stock, or you can just make it wide body, which this looks insane. I'm actually go ahead and install it. Look at that, bro. So yeah, that's basically it. You could just make it stock or look crazy wide body SUV. This looks insane. And yeah, that is it for this car. Then we have the 2019 McLaren 600 LT Coupe right here. Or stock options or body kits, whatever you want to call them. You could do different hoods. Obviously, you can make it carbon like so, make it stock or carbon. You could add a different roof. So look at that. You could just black it out. You could add kind of like a carbon one with a roof scoop. And then finally, you could just do this, which is basically just full carbon. And finally, you could change different seats. You could do comfort or center seats, or obviously the stock ones. So yeah, that is all the options for this car. Then we have another McLaren, and it's the 2018 McLaren Senna. Look at this, bro. This looks amazing. And for the body kit options on this car, we actually have some pretty unique ones. So first, we have interior carbon. Look at that. So you could change the carbon on the inside of the car. Like, that's actually crazy. You can make them different colors as you wish. Then different interior trims, which I think, what does it really change? I don't really see what it changes too much. Yeah, I'm not completely sure what it changes, like an interior trim. I can kind of see, kind of makes like a different carbon. I'm not completely sure about this one. Then spoilers, you could do either stock or you could add like a little S right here, which is a very, very nice touch. And then finally, probably the coolest one is that exterior carbon. So you could do gloss carbon, green tinted carbon, brown tinted, purple tinted, blue front VCF, full VCF. So you can make this whole thing carbon. So you could like honestly play around and pick whatever spec you like and just make it whatever you want. So yeah, that is all the body kit options for the McLaren Senna. Then we have the McLaren 600 LT Spider version right here. So for the body kit options which we have on this car, so it's pretty simple. You can do a colored roof or just stock like this, or just painted black pretty much. And you could just change the hood. It's obviously stock like this, or you could just make it carbon like pretty much all the other McLarens. And yeah, that is it for this car. Then moving on, we have the 1991 Tanaka tote. Pretty funny car here. So as you guys see, I already have like a kind of a build on this. So yeah, a bunch of like different options that you could do for this. So body kits. First, you could add a roll cage right here, which is right here in the back. You could do like different body kits. So open canopy, enclosed cabin, Apocalypse kit right here. Different roofs right here. So look at that. You could add like a more like a light bar, whatever you want to do. Different spoilers. Look at that. I already have the large spoiler on, small spoiler. Then finally we have a light bar. So you could just do stock, or you could add a big light bar right here, Apocalypse light bar. And yeah, that is all the options for this car. Then moving on, we have the McLaren 750S Spider right here. And on this car, the options for the body kits are, you could also do gradients if you wanted to, so different gradients, whatever. And stock options, we actually have quite a few. You could do stock or carbon hood, obviously. Rear bumper, so look at that. You can make this carbon. I think this looks pretty ugly in my opinion, just because the carbon is very, very messed up on the game. But you could do that if you really wanted to. Pretty unique. You could add carbon spoiler. You could do exterior trim, so you can make it stock, or you can make it gloss black. So I'm not really sure like how that changes it. Oh yeah, it kind of changes the material here. Yeah, you could see like, yeah. You can make it like this, which is carbon fiber, I believe, or you could just make it gloss black. Then you could do different headlights, so you could do stock, you could do gloss black headlights, or body color headlights. And then finally, you could change the options for seats. You could do comfort seats, racing seats, or lightweight carbon. So yeah, that is it for this car. Then we have another McLaren. It is the McLaren Elva. So sadly, this car isn't like exactly on sale or whatever. It isn't a car pack, but I'm pretty sure the only options you could do for this is you could either do stock or you could do windshield. So yeah, I mean, the windshield looks kind of goofy in my opinion, but if you really wanted it to, it is an option there. So you could either have it stock, or you could add a windshield to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this car. Then we have the 2003 Nissan 350Z, another Nissan on the list right here. And for the body kit options you could do on this car, you could just do either this. So you can make it stock, or you can add like an OEM body. So yeah, you can make it kind of normal or kind of crazy like this, as you guys see. Then we have another McLaren. A lot of McLarens on the list. I believe this is the McLaren GT right here. For body kit options on this car, you could actually do quite a few. Well, actually not that much. So you could do window trim, so you can kind of change how the window is. I don't really know. It's kind of ugly stock. I do think like the gloss black looks better in my opinion. Or you could change the interior trim, so you could do full color carbon or two-tone kind of like interior. And yeah, there's all the options for the McLaren GT. Then for the second to last car, we have the 2027 Valor East D. Not completely sure what this car is supposed to be. Oh, I think this might be like an Acura or something. So for the body kit options on this car, what you could do a carbon hood, so carbon fiber hood, or you could change up the spoiler. So whatever you want to pick from, Christmas tree. You could do a bunch of these, like, yeah. Whatever you have kind of unlocked really, or yeah, these are just kind of the stock ones, classic ones, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the options on this car. And then finally on the list, we have the TVR Sabera Speed 12. You do a different front bumper, different side skirts, as you guys see here. Look at that, very, very nice detail. You can do different doors production. You could do different trunks. That's really, really unique. So trunk right here, racing. Then you could do different hoods. You could do stock, production, or BFV, looking crazy. Then you could do different rear bumpers right here. You could do plain, production. Then we got spoilers, a bunch of different options for this. Ducktail, paintable, whatever, like, you know, what you want to go for. Racing, carbon ducktail. And then finally for the options on this car, we have tail lights. So I believe this is right here in the back. You can make it stock, or you can just make it like this, which is like matches the body color or whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much it for all the body kit on sale cars in Driving Empire. I know I might have missed a few. I think there was one collection car and one limited, but I think I went over most of them. I'm kind of just going off like what the dealership says. I think I got most of them. I probably like missed a few because I didn't notice or whatever, or it's not listed in dealership. So sorry about that if I did miss any, but let me know down below in the comments which is your favorite body kit car. We have different Nissans, different TVRs. We have some like, you know, unlicensed ones. We have different McLarens, whatever. Let me know down below in the comments what is your favorite body kit car. And yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. Have a good one, everybody, and bye. Yo, what's up, everybody? So as you guys did see in title thumbnail, I'm gonna be going over all the licensed cars with like body kits slash modifications in Driving Empire. And yeah, so over here in the dealership, if we go over to licensed vehicles and then we go to sort and then body customization right here, here are all the 17 cars which basically have body kits or like stock options and different options which you could have. And as you guys see here, we have a whole 17 cars, licensed vehicles, body customization. Yep, as you guys see here, mostly these are McLarens, but yeah. So the first car that we have on the list is the Audi R8 Spider right here. So if we go over to customization, we can take a quick look at appearance, and as you guys see here, we have underglow stock options right here. So only thing you can really do on this car is just change the seats. I'm actually not sure what it changes. Oh, okay. So this has like no lines, and then this kind of makes it, I guess, more racy, like more sporty, I guess. Not completely sure, but that's all you could do. That is like a stock option. Then next we have the McLaren 675 LT Coupe, as you guys see right here. A lot of these cars that we have on the list are McLarens, I'm not gonna lie, but stock options, you could actually do like a good amount of stuff. Okay, so we have bonnets, which changes the hood, makes it carbon fiber. We have that. We got different roof stock. Boom. That's pretty cool. I take a little duct right here. Roof scoop. Pretty cool. So we have a bunch of those. Spoilers, only one option, but it makes this spoiler basically carbon. And then fender vents, changes the vents. That's really cool. Look at that. I do like how this looks. It's actually very, very nice. And yeah, those are all the options for this car. Then we have the McLaren P1. A lot of McLarens on this list, so kind of get used to it. And for the customization options, which you could do on this, here we have stock options. It's just exhaust. So Basically, you could just make it stock, or you could just make the exhaust tip basically black. So that's all you could do on this car. I mean, it's a nice little detail, but not really much. But yeah, it does count as like a stock option. Then the McLaren 720S Coupe right here, probably one of my favorite vehicles that we have in the game at the moment. Such a cool car, honestly. And over here in appearance settings, stock options, you do actually do like a good amount of stuff to this. So trim, you can make it luxury or performance. Look at that, changes them completely. Like it changes the interior way more, as you guys see right there. Luxury and performance. Spoilers, which you can add a carbon spoiler. In my opinion, doesn't really look that good, but you know, it's not too bad. Then carbon pack. Can't really see it that well, but yeah, okay, so kind of right here you could see like it changes the carbon, kind of like the carbon texture a bit. And we have bonnets, which makes the hood carbon fiber basically, and then we have carbon roof right here, which I also don't think looks that good in my opinion, but it is an option if you do want to use it. Moving on, we have some TVRs, and we have the TVR Sabera, the 1999 TVR Sabera right here. This car actually has some body kits, I'm pretty sure. So if you go over to the stock options, look at that. There's a bunch of options. Side skirts, you could change that. Exhaust, you go over here, a bunch of options. Mono exhaust, aftermarket exhaust, OEM exhaust. Mirrors, you can make it like this. Basically just change the shape of them. You got splitters, different splitters. Front bumper. Look at that, a bunch of different options. LM style front bumper, a lot of options there. So we also have spoilers, trunk wing, extended wing, roof spoiler, cigar style, ducktail, custom spoiler, LM style wing, carbon wings. These TVRs have a bunch of options that you could pick from. Then we have tail lights right here. Tail lights, oh yeah, right here in the back. Here we go. OEM out lights, afterburner rear lights, custom LED lights, a bunch of options. We have front bumpers. Look at that. You can change a bunch of things. A bunch of like different bumper options, as you guys see here. And then we have wide body. Bro, it's actually crazy how much like body kits this car has. Like, look at that. Wide body, wide wheel arches, a bunch of options for that. And then roofs, you could add a roof vent or roof duct, as you guys see right there. Then headlights, a bunch of different options for the headlights. Kind of like the same what you could do on the tail lights, basically. They're pretty similar. A lot of options for that. And then we have rear bumper, basically the same options which you could do. That one's actually really, really cool. Look at that. Carbon fiber, a bunch of different options. And then finally, we have the hoods, as you guys see here. A bunch of different options. A lot of stuff you could do. Look at that. Carbon hood, Camaro hood, LM hood 2, plain hood. A bunch of different options. So yeah, this car has a bunch of body kits. Then moving on, we have another TVR, which is the TVR Cigaris right here. It has a bunch of like options that are pretty similar to the TVR that I just showed you guys, but stock options right here. Custom side skirts, a bunch of different options for these. We have rear bumpers. Look at that. That's actually pretty cool. Look at that. Rear bumpers, spoilers, basically like the same options you could do on the other TVRs. So I'm not gonna go through all of this basically, but wide body, look at that. A bunch of different options, as you guys see here. Roof dots, roof scoop. Then we have headlights, as you guys see here. A bunch of different options for that. And then finally, we have the hoods, as you guys see here. So yeah, carbon hood, plain hood, single vent hood. Pretty like similar to the other options which you could do on the other TVRs. And yeah, then we actually have a Porsche on the list, which is kind of surprising, and it's 911 GT3 RS. There's a couple options I think you could do with this, and stock options. Here we have the mirrors. You could change the mirrors, exterior color mirrors. You can make them upper carbon trim mirrors, which is actually kind of cool. Then we have rear bumper, so no rear logo. Okay, so you could just take this off, which is actually interesting. I did not know you could do that. You could just take the logo completely off. And we have headlights. You could do LED black headlights. Then you could do matrix design headlights. Interesting. It actually looks kind of good, I'm not gonna lie. Then we have decals, so you could just take out the side logo pretty much. And yeah, that is all the options you could do for the GT3 RS. Then we're moving back to McLaren's, and here we have the 600 LT Spider. You can't really do much, as you guys see here. You could just kind of change the roof. You can make it colored or not. And then bonnets, you could just change the hood, make it carbon fiber. This carbon fiber does not look good at all. I don't know why mine looks like this. I have no idea, but yeah, that is all you could do on this car. Then we have the McLaren Artura, as you guys see here. And for the options which you could do on this, stock options, actually you could do a quite amount, honestly. So you could change the roof, make it gloss black. Exhaust, you can make it stealth, so it just basically blacks it out. That's pretty cool. Mirrors, you can make them gloss black. Seats, make it club sport seats, so it just completely changes the shape of them, which is crazy. Then spoiler, you can make it carbon, basically. Doesn't add much carbon from what I see. Yeah. Then fender vents. You can make the vents, basically, as you guys see here, adds carbon to them. Or you can make them, you know, carbon fiber or gloss black, pretty much. And yeah. Then we have the McLaren GT right here. You go here to stock options. You can change the window trim, basically. So it makes this, like, thing basically blacked out. And then interior trim, you could basically just change the color of the interior. That's actually interesting. I did not know you could do this on this car. That's actually kind of cool. And yeah, then we have the McLaren Senna, and honestly, probably one of my favorite ones on this list. There's actually a lot that you could do, and it's pretty unique, actually, in my opinion. So stock options. So you could do interior carbon, change the colors. Basically, you can make them gloss, red, purple, brown, a bunch of colors. Red, here we go. You have green, and then interior trim, basically, kind of change Not completely sure what this changes. Extended color. Yeah, so I guess that changes stuff a bit up on the interior. Can't really see it. Then spoiler, you can basically add the logo right here, as you guys see here. So that's the difference. I think that's actually like a really cool add-on. And then exterior carbon, you could change it also. So look at that. You can change the color of the carbon on the outside also, which is pretty cool. Front VCF carbon, full VCF carbon. Look at that. That looks insane. So you can make the whole car carbon fiber on the outside, which is super cool in my opinion. Then we have a collection McLaren actually, which is a 750S Spider right here. As I did say, there's a lot of McLarens on this list, so yeah. Basically similar options, carbon bonnet. You could do rear bumper. That's kind of strange. Okay, you can make this carbon. I do not like how that looks at all. Spoiler, you can make carbon. Exterior trim, you can make it gloss black, which is actually a pretty nice feature. Headlights, basically change them like this. And then the last option which you can do is change the seats. So you can do comfort seats, racing seats, or lightweight carbon seats. Then we have the McLaren 765 LT Spider. This is obviously the Spider variant of the 765 LT. And a cool thing about this car that's kind of like an extra, it also has gradient. So that's super cool. But yeah, for stock options, we have spoiler. You can make the spoiler carbon. You have different hoods, make it just basically carbon also. Exhaust, you make it titanium, which is actually really cool. Like, look at that. Compared to that, like, it's kind of boring. And then you can add the titanium, makes it all purple and blue basically. That's super cool. And then we have comfort seats, different options as you guys see here. You can do some racing seats, P1 seats, you can do leather seats, and yeah, that's all the options for this car. Then we have the McLaren Elva, which is actually a car which is in the McLaren car pack, which is pretty cool. And over here in stock options, only thing you could change is just the windshield. So you can add a windshield to it, which looks like this. In my opinion, I don't think it looks good at all, but that is an option if you do want it. So yeah. And then next we have the 600 LT Coupe, which is the coupe variant of the 600 LT Spider. And the modification options which we have for this is basically the same as other McLarens. You can make the hood carbon. You could add different roofs, as you guys see. Add like a little like vent, basically. Different seats. You could do comfort seats, or you could do the Senna seats. So yeah. And for our second to last car, we have the McLaren 765 LT Coupe right here, which is just the coupe variant, of course. And right here we have gradients. You could also do gradients, which is a cool extra in my opinion. And stock options, which you could do different seats, P1 seats. Look at that. A bunch of the seats, Senna seats, racing seats basically. Spoiler, just make it carbon like the other ones. You can actually add a roll cage to this one, which is actually kind of a cool feature. Then exhaust, you can make titanium, as you guys see here, which is actually really cool. It kind of like matches with the paint that I have on at the moment. And then you could add a roof scoop, which I actually do have on at the moment. So that's how it looks without a roof scoop. And then boom, with a roof scoop. And finally, carbon hood basically you could do. So yeah. And for the final car on the list, we have the TVR Subaru Speed 12. I've actually covered this car before in a video when I did my all body kit cars video. And I'm pretty sure like in the list is the most body kits like out of all of them, so it has a lot. So yeah, here we have boom, basically like the rear bumper, as you guys see here. We have side skirts, production, BFV, decal, racing. You can actually change the doors, which is crazy. Look at that. You change the doors basically. I mean, only kind of changes the mirrors, but it does change the doors, I guess. Then we have trunk, so basically changes the design right here in the back. You can make it racing, whatever. Then we have hood. You can do stock, production, and BFE right here. So yeah. Then we have rear bumper right here. So boom, you can make it plain or production. You could add different spoilers, as you guys see here. So you could just make it stock, paintable ducktail, carbon ducktail, paintable, racing paintable ducktail, racing carbon ducktail. Bro, it has like 2 spoilers. That's actually crazy. And for the final option, we have tail lights. So you can just make it stock, obviously, and then BFE. So yeah, it just kind of changes it a little bit. And yeah, that is basically all of the licensed cars with like body kits or modifications in Driving Empire pretty much. Let me know if I missed any. I might have missed some cars that are off sale. So let me know if you guys want me to make a video on that, if I did miss any. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments which one is your favorite out of all the cars that I just listed. Let me know. Probably like one of my favorites would probably be the Senna or this car, because it has a bunch of customization options. But yeah, let me know down in the comments which one's your favorite. That's pretty much it for today's video. Have a good one, everybody, and bye.